Lou Ray, who is from a historian, so he's got some amazing stuff to share about the railways and the like, and Fitzy, another local legend, and perhaps some others if they're around. So I just want to rip through this very important safety briefing, and then we can get into that panel discussion. So, the sole source of truth is the festival booklet and the website. If it says something on there, that's what it is. Despite what anyone else might say, including myself, unless there's a determination that needs to be made, and then I'll let you know. So if you want to know, oh, what about this? Before asking a volunteer or someone, just check those sole sources of truth, and hopefully that does actually answer probably 80% of questions. We do know there are some other things not in there, like some of the stuff I'm about to go through. Weather is going to be pretty epic, about 2 degrees. So we actually got a personalised forecast from BOM today. They said it's about 2 degrees warmer. If you want to see what it's like up on top of the mountain, then the observations on the BOM website for Mount Reid, the old website, not the new one, is pretty good to go by. It is going to be pretty warm, but with the wind, it's going to be pretty ripping up there. So we're talking 45 to 50k an hour sustained winds, gusts of 60k an hour, maybe pushing up to 70k an hour. So that could be a bit interesting for the Mount Owen aid station up there. Could also be a bit interesting for some of the scrambly sections. So 3 points of contact in all those points, please. Mandatory gear, guess what? It's mandatory. There's a list, that's the sole source of truth. If you don't have a piece of gear, then you shouldn't. You've got to go get that piece of gear before continuing. Can announce there is no adverse mandatory gear for tomorrow. We would recommend, particularly if you're moving a bit slower up there, then having wind protection for your full body and a set of dry clothes like thermals. Well, thermals up the top is mandatory anyway, so that if you do need to stop or help someone, for any reason, rip off that wet stuff, get the dry stuff on, get all your clothes, all the warm stuff on, because the wind chill up there, it will be a feels-like temperature of around 4 degrees-ish, maybe a bit more, but hey, it's cold up there. If you do have any mandatory gear missing, there is a time penalty. It's pretty standard, 20 minutes per piece. High-vis vest is only to be worn. We're not going to need it tomorrow, but it's still mandatory. Road closure. Yes, we do the road for the starts tomorrow. We start right in the middle of the town. If you're unsure where it is, consult the festival booklet. We close the road to get you up onto the trail. There's only about 700 metres of road before we're onto some single track. So yeah, for those who want to go faster, then run, or be at the front and run faster on that bit of road. Traffic interaction thereafter, you are a public pedestrian. So we don't close any other roads. We do notify all the traffic that you're there with a whole heap of signage, but they're not going to give way to you. Our course marshals at all the road crossings, if you're about to jump out in front of a car, they're going to let you know. So for your safety, please do adhere to what they are saying. That's that next one, especially. Follow all the instructions of our crew. It's actually one of the run rules. The mountain bike trails are closed for tomorrow. There might be a bike or two out there, but that's our volunteers getting to their course marshal locations. The walking tracks are all open. So Horsetail Falls walking track may have some walkers on it. There's also, that's an out and back for our course. So yeah, stick to the left when you're going up or down to pass that way. That's, yeah, trail etiquette. Of course, if you need to, if you want to pass someone, if you're going faster, let them know that you want to pass. And if you're going slower and have people behind you, yeah, let them pass so that people can run their own rather than being stuck behind or in front of people. So the best way to do that is talk, communicate. Hey, can I pass, please? Course mark, yeah. We've got about 2,500 of these out there. We've got about 3,000 of those out there. And then, so they mark the course. Up in the Alpine, it's almost every 5 metres. We're not going to need that. That was in case of a low visibility event. At every intersection, we'll have an arrow. Might go that way, might go that way, might go that way, might go that way, or that. At an intersection, if there's a high risk, if it's easy to go down a trail that we don't want you to go down, you might see one of those. It should be pretty obvious. There's a couple of course splits, as in both the Little Owen or everyone's on the same course for a point, and then Little Owen goes this way, or Little Owen continues on the mountain bike trail at the top of Little Owen, and the Sky Runs then head off on the, kind of off trail that looks like, but what we recently read. So you'll see that before the course split, and then at the course split, there'll be a few of these and other signs that say Mount Lyell and Mount Owen this way, Little Owen this way. What else we got? So there's, on the Sky Runs, there is a couple of, we'll get to those. Snakes and jack jumpers, they are out there. All snakes in Tassie are venomous. After the first couple of runners are through, they'll be all into the bush. There are jack jumpers out there. They're a form of angry little black ant that form these little pyramidal mounds. They can be a bit nasty too, so don't sit on a mound if you need to. We've got legendary volunteer photographers who are out there doing the hard yards, volunteering, and quite a few of them are professional photographers as well, to provide event photos for you guys for free. So share the hell out of them and credit the photographers, please. And they'll be out there. So the gravel oval at the end, there is a Crows game, the local footy club, AFL. So there's actually a game, you're running around the oval, so give them a cheer. And most importantly, look after each other out there. If someone needs a hand, give them a hand. If someone's struggling, hey, do you want a gel? Do you need water? What's happening? If there's an issue and you need to stop and support someone for a couple of hours, hey, we think that's awesome, and we want to thank you for that as a community service thing and give you a discount for next year. Right, Little Owen Trail Run. So all that stuff was applicable for everyone. So Little Owen, the cutoff time is 5 hours. So for 15K, okay, it's a nominal 15K. The Strava says it's whatever it says. It's a bit shorter. It'll actually in general. So whatever the Strava course says, which is, the detailed mapping, because of some of the technical sections and whatever, your watch or your phone or whatever you're measuring it on will say something a bit or a lot longer. So if you want to know how far you've got to go, don't trust your watch or your phone. That's what these are for. Predominantly mountain bike trail is Little Owen, and that photo there is one of the views. It's absolutely amazing. And as a trail run, it has limited exposure to fall from heights. So not everyone wants the gnarly sky running stuff. That's what the Little Owen and the airfields is for. So I think step just outside your comfort zone is a good sort of motto for that one. Yeah, Nathan Burns, our emergency director. Here he is. Come on up, and then we'll go into the sky running stuff.
Thanks, Link. Lincoln's on my hair. Everyone's asking. G'day, guys. My name's Nathan. I'm the emergency response director. I really hope this is the last time any of you see you this weekend. That's the truth.
Sorry, mate. There you go.
We have a team of 10 medics and wilderness specialists out here this weekend, and our goal for the weekend is to basically enable epic people to do epic things. Lincoln wanted me to get up here and tell you how dangerous this course is, but I think you all know. how dangerous it is. You only need to look out the window and up the mountain and you'll know that it's pretty epic out there. Can the guys on my team please put your hands up? Got a mix of doctors, paramedics, nurses, wilderness specialists, and everything in between. You're in really safe hands out there, but there are limitations to what we can do for you. Our team is set up so that we can do emergency care in the wilderness. So we do have advanced life support equipment. We're able to keep you warm and comfortable and safe until we need to extricate you. But you've seen the terrain, you know what the course is like. It may take us a little while to get to you. It may take us a little while to get you off the mountain. It may take us a little while to walk you down if that's the way it happens. So please help us to help you. Just look after yourselves when you're out there. I've been up there, as have a number of the team, doing markings and checking the course over the last couple of months. And this is something completely different to anything that we've done before. We all look after the KMR stuff down in Hobart. We're all avid outdoor adventurers, and just like you people are, this has the potential to go south really quick, and we don't want that. So please take the care to look after yourself. If you're a racer, in terms of you're going to go hard, maybe just take an extra 5 seconds to make sure that you're going to be safe going across that ridge line. If you're not into racing, then take an extra 10 or 15 seconds to make sure you're on the right track, okay? Our biggest concern, apart from anyone having a major injury out there, is that someone just walks off the backside of the mountain and we have to use all of our resources to come and find you. Now, we're more than capable of doing that, but we really don't want to, okay? In terms of what you'll see from us out there, 10 of us walking around with high-vis vests on and massive backpacks. Those backpacks are full of medical gear and also enough gear to keep you warm and sheltered in the wilderness. We're expecting sometimes that we could be up there for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours overnight. Who knows? That's what we're prepared for. We really don't want to have to stay up there overnight, so please look after yourself. All right. When you see us around, if you feel like you want to stop and have a chat, our guys love it. We are generally out there by ourselves up on the mountain. We don't get to hang out at the aid stations and things like that. So please, if you've got 5 seconds to stop and have a chat, that'd be fantastic. Equally, if you have any questions before you leave here tonight, please come and have a chat to us. We'll be over here near the door that goes out to the side, and we can answer any questions that you might have. Finally, if you have pre-existing medical conditions, anaphylaxis, anything wrong with your ticker, asthma, all of those things, you know, the people who are out there that have these conditions know who they are. Please make sure you've got your medications and everything on you before you go out the door. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Be safe. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for a beer.
Go on. Sorry. All right. So the sky runs are next level. I've even got a pointer here. See these bits? These bits? These bits? See that? It's probably hard to see. That says not for the faint of heart. All those black sections, steep, exposed, loose, scrambling, alpine, gnarly. Whoa, it is 100% next level. So start with the fun stuff. The out and back photos are required. So in the middle here, this is an excerpt of the Strava. That's an example of out and back. That's the mine lookout, for example. So you'll see an out and back sign and an arrow. And when you get there, you'll see this up on top of the lookout. So the markings go all the way to scramble up to the top of some rocks to the actual lookout. It might be windy, use all fours and sit down to then, yay, take a photo with it. The photos are mandatory. Take the photo, please, with this. It's right there. It's on a string, so then tuck it back down in the rocks so it doesn't fly away. it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of different, you know, get with it. Like, everyone's got to do it. You're all in the same boat. So the people who want to go fast, well, the next person has to take the photo too. I am going to personally check all the place getters' photos. Okay, so got to do it. Thank you. A lot of the Alpine, there's not been many feet on the course. So there is a bit of loose rock out there. So just be aware of that. And you don't really want to loosen rocks onto anyone down below you. We have been very careful with the detailed course alignment and also dealing with at-risk rocks but we can't do everything with now a whole bunch more feet on it. So if you do loose a rock that could hurt someone, turn your head down the hill and scream out, "Rock!" All right, let's practice. Ready? On 3, you all scream rock. 1, 2, 3, rock! Yeah, like that. You get it. You guys are getting this. It's real deal. So we do have a couple of steep, I call them greasy sections. There's no exposure to falls risk there. It's greasy because the surface is just a little bit muddy. So we'll put ropes on those so that it doesn't, you know, so yeah, just walk your hands up the rope for those. There's no rope sections on any of the rock. As soon as you get to the rock, it is super grippy. The conglomerate is not only super grippy, it's super takey. It takes your skin, it takes your gear, it shreds it to pieces. So that's why we said, hey, gloves might be good. And there is a couple of caves you squeeze through and climb through. So, you know, watch your gear and your head and all your things. Yeah, it's extremely technical. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. This is real deal. I'm so excited to see what everyone actually thinks about this. So the Alpine is mainly off track. There's some example photos here. You know, you can just see the markings down there, markings, and this is in low vis during course marking. So yeah, around every 10 meters in the Alpine off track sections. So everything in the Alpine, there's no trails up there. It's such a different vibe. So just be ready. Keep focused on the markings. If you lose markings, stop. Turn around, go back and find them. Because, yeah, up there, you could just end up walking off a cliff. So please don't. Follow the markings. Stay focused on the markings. Follow the markings. Please follow the markings. Focus on the markings.
Anything you have to do with the markings?
Follow them. Okay, cutoffs. Cutoffs for the 25K are reasonable. I think it's 9 hours. It's in the sole source of truth. Cutoff times for the 50K are very tight. It is designed that way because it's a serious event, and for your safety and safety of our team, we don't want people out in this gnarly stuff and also crossing highways late on the course in the dark, right? So 6:30 p.m., what does it say? Yep, 6:30 is cut off at the finish line. Now, we've also designed the course so that if you do hit a cutoff early on, so if you hit the Mount Owen aid station cutoff here at 10:30 a.m., we still want you to have an experience. It's not just like cut off, see you later, off you go. So what you can do is course and follow the 25K course home. So you still get an event. It's not the one you want, but hey, you still get an event, you still get the finish line experience, all that. If you hit Chamonix aid station for the first time, because you hit it again here, if you hit it the first time after cutoff, you can just miss out on Mount Lyell and continue on to hit the rest of the course. So they are the two times, the first two cutoffs. If you miss them, you can continue on an amended course to still have a full run experience. It's just a bit shorter. If you hit cutoffs at Chamonix again or Monument, yeah, sorry, that's it. The course is closed and we have to close it. So yeah, it'll be, sorry, go back. Yeah, come back. The course is closed, finished. And if you actually get to Chamonix before the cutoff, you could, if you're like, wow, 3 hours to do that whole thing, yeah, that's not long enough. So for next year, we're probably going to pull in these that cutoff there for sure to well, probably the first two to make it more reasonable to actually, you know, get through to the other cutoffs. Anyway, these are the cutoffs. That's the sole source of truth. But you can opt for an amended course if you're worried about not making it through. That just says in words what I was just explaining on the diagram. We probably should send this out on an email to the 50Ks. So there's no change for the 25. That's, yeah, if you miss cutoff, that's it. Just want to also show, you'll see a few of these out there. I believe this is an old King Billy Pine like stump skeleton from way back before the acid rain from the mine. Yes, kind of killed them all and took some of the topsoil away or something like that. But hey, they're pretty amazing. Like keep an eye out for a few of those. The mandatory briefing is done. Thank you very much. So thank you. Please stick around for the next most amazing storytelling sharing portion. I know a lot of you do want to get home for some sleep, and yeah, apologies to our lovely guests and everyone for taking longer than we should have. We'd like to bring up to the stage a couple of legends. So we've got Lou Ray, the Train and West Coast historian. Lou, please come on up. And we've also got David Fitzpatrick, another local legend, and curated by the lovely and amazing professional journalist